report.
Welcome back to News Now on PNC. Although it's been 3 years since they went missing, the Mariana Islands community has not forgotten about the Luke sisters. The FBI has just released age-enhanced photos of Paloma Luke and Milena Luke, who are now 13 and 12 years old, in a renewed effort to bring the girls home. On May 25, 2011, sisters Paloma Luke and Milena Luke disappeared in Saipan while waiting for the bus to pick them up for school. It wasn't until they failed to return to the bus stop after school that the family realized they were missing. At the time, Paloma was 10 and Milena was only 9 years old. FBI Special Agent Tom Simon speaks with PNC from the FBI Honolulu office.
I was one of the agents who went down there for a month to Saipan when the girls came up missing, and we really turned over every rock and looked in every square inch of that island and spoke to every man, woman, and child who may have anything to say about them.
There were some leads in the case, says Simon, but those leads have since dried up. 3 years later, and the FBI and the Luke family still want answers. Simon says they're hoping by conducting a media campaign in parts of the mainland, they may come up with new leads and finally get the answers they've been seeking. The age-enhanced photos were created by experts with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and are being shared in Washington State, Oregon, and in Hawaii.
Because there's a sizable Chamorro population in all 3 states, and from the Northern Mariana Islands and the surrounding islands. So we thought that even if the girls are not in those places, and we have no reason to believe we have no information that they are in those places, that there may be people in those places who have tips to provide.
You can view the age-enhanced photos also on our website at pacificnewscenter.com. Meanwhile, Simon says they may expand the campaign to other states like California and Nevada, where there is also a sizable Chamorro population.
Improvements are coming to the Guam Police Department's crime lab, and with them, a DNA laboratory. The expansion is made possible through a $5 million loan from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which was announced today, as well as funds from the Department of the Interior and other sources. The renovation and expansion of Guam Community College's Building 100 is included in the project to house the criminal justice program and cosmetology classes. GCC President Dr. Mary Okada says the improvements will enhance the college's programs and are in line with GCC's focus on sustainability. Speaker Judy Wanpat authored the legislation that made the USDA loan possible. Dr. Okada says the project is a collaborative effort between the college, the legislature, the governor's office, and the Guam Police Department.
After Governor Eddie Calvo missed last night's Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce debate due to a scheduling issue, former Governor Carl Gutierrez issued a statement saying he was disappointed that he hoped Governor Calvo would reschedule. Gutierrez also said he was disappointed because this town hall style debate that was months in the making also featured a format that he said allows candidates to really dive into the issues. The debate would have allowed the candidates to cross-examine each other. Gutierrez also accused Calvo of not being accessible to the public. Governor Calvo, on the other hand, says he was busy being a governor and had a pressing issue at the hospital that he could not ignore. He says it's all being over-politicized.
It's unfortunate that there was a scheduling issue. It was very important for us to meet with nurses and professionals at the hospital. There are so many other events that are occurring. We have a GCC forum tonight, and I know there were commitments for the medical debate.
And Governor Calvo said he is open to rescheduling the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce debate with Gutierrez. If it is rescheduled, Gutierrez in his release says he hopes the format of the debate is not altered.
Vong Fong is now a super typhoon and considered the world's strongest cyclone of 2014 after we said so long to it just a couple days ago. Super Typhoon Vong Fong is a monster with maximum sustained winds of an estimated 180 miles per hour, which, according to the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, is the equivalent of a potentially catastrophic Category 5 hurricane. The Weather Channel says it is a dangerous threat to Japan this weekend, predicting that the southern islands will get the worst hit. The Japanese mainland is also at risk, but Vong Fong is expected to lose some of its strength. Vong Fong is the 5th super typhoon of the year.
And will students at Teason High School be the Guardians, Tigers, Chiefs, Wolves, Titans, or the Typhoons? They'll cast their vote for the school mascot this week. PNC's Betsy Brown got to hear the stories behind each choice and has more in this report.
They are a force of nature that's conditioned to succeed. But it's yet to be determined whether the students at Tietzen High School will be the Typhoons or have another mascot. Students tried to sway island dignitaries as they presented their top picks today. Classroom assignments involving research and presentation helped guide the selection process for the new school, and the choices have been narrowed down to 6. The Typhoons, the Wolves,
We've all been attending the school for almost one whole quarter, and no fights have occurred regarding where we're from. When you put different wolves together, they become a pack.
the Chiefs,
Because the Chiefs are a unique part of Guam's culture. They represent great leadership. We are the future leaders of this island, so that means we are the future Chiefs. The Chiefs represent who we are, where we're from, and what we hope to become.
the Titans,
When all else fails, and when things get loose, we
the Tigers,
As we go together as a student body, we'll each have a tiger within us.
and the Guardians.
Teens and guardians will come together in unison. When trouble comes our way, we will stand together as one, and we will overcome and win the victory over these obstacles.
Those who attended today's presentations got to vote on the mascot and the mission statement, but students will have the final say on Friday. Color choices were included in the student presentations today and will be selected together with the mascot. Betsy Brown, PNC News.
All
All
right,
right.
great.
Nice stand up there by Betsy
I
Brown.
was just going to say good job in keeping them not too rowdy.
Right. So what would you vote for?
I kind of
As a
like the
mascot.
TT, Tietzen Tigers, Tietzen Titans, Tietzen Typhoons.
Typhoons, yeah.
I'm leaning towards Typhoon.
Yeah, so would I. Only because it's something more regional.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't have any
exactly.
tigers on Guam.
Yeah, we're familiar with Typhoons.
There's the only Titans here are Nissan Titans, but we do have a lot of Typhoons. So I think that would be my vote.
Yeah, me too. Same here. So
right,
we'll
we'll keep-
see this week what they come up with.
Keep watching PNC because when News Now continues, Blake Watson surfs in with sports.
And Rebecca Kim has your daily dose of sunshine. News Now. We'll be back after this.